Let's go. Situated. What's good? What's good? What's good? YouTube. What's good? Facebook. Get you guys all situated. All right. We're going to go into this topic today. And boy, I got a whole lot of woes coming towards your way. You hear me? Whole lot of woes. But anyways, check out the shirt, family. True American Legacy. You hear me? True American Legacy. You hear me? True American Legacy. Got the fringes on the bottom. I just want to support all the Gadite, the Native American history that's coming upon this month, the month of November. You hear me? But look, this is the back of it right here. Got the Gadite on the back. Got the Silver Wolf on the back too. You hear me? You already know. Got the background right here. Uh, where my people are from, New Mexico, Albuquerque, Arizona, all that area. You hear me? But yes, we're gonna go into it right now. Happy Shabbat Shalom, family. Happy Shabbat Shalom. And I want to say, how mitakiapi. Hello, my relatives. All right. All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm excited for this lesson. You know why? I'm going to be bringing in a lot of information that's going to prove my point. But first off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. Ahaya Ba'ashim Yeshaya Rawakwadash. Those that don't understand that, I want to give all praise to the Most High God, the Holy Spirit, and the Son. You hear me? We got a lot to cover, family. We have a lot to cover. And I got some very, very key information I want to share with you guys. You hear me? We're going to go into the secret combinations of old. You hear me? We're going to go into the secret combinations of old. Check out this real quick, all right? I'm going to read this to you real quick. Look at that. You see what that says right there? What does that say? What does that say right there? Matter of fact, let me read it to you. Magical signs of the Jewish Kabbalah, the six-pointed star, Babylonian witchcraft, and the Hollywood prediction of Jerry Seinfeld and Associates. And there's some scriptures right here we can go to. Ezekiel 8, chapter 6, he said, furthermore unto me, son of man, seest thou what they do? Seest thou what they do? Even the great abominations of the house of Israel committed here. All right. Kabbalahism is a system of Jewish mythicalism, and magic is the foundational element in modern witchcraft. Virtually all of the great witches and sorcerers of this century were Kabbalicists. This video may get banned in the future, but I want you guys to truly save this to your downloads. You hear me? Because they're watching me, and yes, everything that they do in darkness is gonna be brought to the light. You hear me? So, I got all this I want to bring out to you. Plus, I got some books, I got some references we're gonna go into. how the Jews became white, how the Jews left black and came back white. You hear me? How the Jews left black and came back white. See, a lot of you people out there were probably like, man, like, what is he talking about? Yes, the original Jews of the Bible were dark melanated niggas. You hear me? Dark melanated niggas. That's what they were. You hear me? Dark skinned brothers and sisters. You hear me? That's what the original Jews were. Yes, we have the Russian icons available in our hands as well. And I want to show you guys right here. The Russian icons are in my possessions as well. Before, you hear me? Before Vladimir Putin brought them out into the public, I already had these in my hands. You hear me? All right, look, check this out. What are these people doing? You already know that pictures say 1,000 words, right? What's going on right here? Facebook? You see that? YouTube? What's going on in that picture right there? Huh? Hold on. Let me put the light on so y'all can see that. What's going on right here? You see what he's doing? He's painting an image that was dark brown to white. It says this was happening during the Renaissance period. You hear me? First Maccabees 3:48, and lay open the book of the law wherein the heathen, the nastiest Gentiles ever, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. This is an actual portrait of the European painters whitewashing black art. See, this is right here. This is the Jesus that they gave us. You hear me? White Jesus. White Jesus is what they gave us. You hear me? And I got a poster I want to show you guys real quick. Hold on. All right. Look. These are the images that they gave us during our captivity. You hear me? That right there is the image of the deceiver. You hear me? This is what they gave us when we were in our religions, when we were in the ghettos. Your mama probably got this on her wall right now. Your papa, your daddy probably has this on his wall right now. You hear me? Your family members probably got this on their wall right now, right? And we uphold, excuse me, the white man to a high esteem like he's a god. No, the white man is not a god. In fact, the white man is the most despised person on earth. And I'm talking about the leadership. You hear me? A lot of these normal white people that you see walking around in the street, they have no idea. Yes, they have idea about this image, but they don't know what the hierarchy of Edom, Esau did to put this image in front of us. You hear me? Here's another image that they put on us as well. You see that? They put this image on us too. Facebook, they put this image on us too. YouTube, they put this image on us too. You hear me? They put this image on us. A lot of y'all family members probably got this image on their walls. Probably in your kitchen, right? Your family members got this image on their walls. They not like us. They not like us. You hear me? Take that crap off your walls. This is idolatry. God don't like this. You understand me? Take this crap off your walls. Burn it. Throw it in the damn trash. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is not of these people. Do you understand me? This is idolatry. You hear me? This is not true American legacy. You understand me? Take that crap off your walls. Look, let's count the images. Let's count how many people are right here. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 bloodlines of the so-called Illuminati. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Bilderbergers, the Zionists, the Jewish people. These people use witchcraft against minorities, against blacks, Mexicans, and Native American peoples. Do you understand me? But look, let's look a little closer, right? Let's look a little closer, okay? YouTube, I'm gonna show you first. Look, see this right here? That's Roman apparel. Roman apparel. All these people right here are wearing Roman apparel. You understand me? Look, this right here is Lucretia Borgia. This is Caesar Borgia. These two had intercourse. You hear me? I'm sorry, you might want to turn this off for the little kids' ears, but hey, if you want to, 1,000 words, a picture say 1,000 words, right? So look at this picture. That's a woman in this picture. She's in the picture twice. She's right here and she's right here. You see that? Caesar Borgia is in the picture a couple times. He's right here, and he's right here. You see that? Same picture. Look, Facebook. Look right here. I'm going to just show you right now, okay? Just so you guys get the clear picture. This is how Jews became white. Okay, look. This is the image that they gave us. You hear me? That's Caesar Borgia. You understand me? I'm doing this for you, Facebook. Give me a second, YouTube. But look, that's Lucretia Borgia. This, a lot of you blacks, Mexicans, and Native Americans got this image in your house. Take that shit down. You hear me? Take it down. Look, that's a woman. That's supposed to be the 12 apostles. That's a woman right there. There she is again. Caesar Borgia. He's right here. Look, he's right there. And he's over here. You see that? Come on now. Go look at that. Go look at the images on your people's walls. Okay? Go look at those images on your people's walls. All right? And you study it for yourselves. I'm not lying to you. See? Look. The Russian icons. This is a real image of Christ and Mary. I've had these before. Vladimir Putin put them out in the public. But look, through the Russian icons. All right? Look, there's Apostle Peter and Paul right there. Right there, look, yep. That's Paul and Peter. That is Paul and Peter right here. You hear me? Look, there's a pope right here. Okay? There's a pope. All right, see him right there? Pope. He's bound down to a black image. See that? The pope is bound down to a black image. This is the real Last Supper, family. Look, that's the real image of the Last Supper. It's kind of crazy, right? When we're bringing this stuff out as minorities, here's Peter, okay? When we're bringing this stuff out as minorities to white people, we're the racists, right? But yet, when they speak about it, they're like, oh, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Race does matter. You hear me? Race does matter. If it doesn't matter, then why are you guys covering it up? Why are you lying about it? White America and everybody else? Look, there's King David. King David was a brother. You see that? America has a lethal platform of deception for blacks and Latinos, camouflaged as entertainment and Christianity. The Vatican City, located in Rome, has the world kept secret for thousands of years and spent billions of dollars hiding this secret from blacks and Latinos. The ruling bankers throughout the world have known and have the historical records. What? The ruling bankers throughout the world have known and have the historical records of the people of Moses, David, and the Christ for their financial benefit and advance to deceive the entire world. Do they have all the information to deceive the entire world? No, because we have it in our hands too. Let's start reading this book, okay? Let's start reading this book. If this is finds your interest, message me and I'll bring out these books, the cover, the name of these books. You hear me? I'm gonna just read these books. I'm gonna read them to you, okay? It says Magical Signs of the Jewish Kabbalah, the Six-Pointed Star, the Babylonian Witchcraft, and the Hollywood Perdition of Jerry Seinfeld and Associates. It says in the decades of the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the hottest spiritual trend was the New Age movement. As we move forward through the first decade of the 21st century, the latest cure-all spiritual phenomenon seems to be the Jewish Kabbalah or Kabbalah. The Kabbalah is not new. What? The Kabbalah is not new. Of course, it's been around for centuries. What do we call this? Secret combinations of old. You hear me? The Kabbalah is actually ancient magic. Same thing what they did in the Egyptian time periods. You hear me? Same thing. You know, just as Moses was talking to the Most High about these natural plagues coming down in Egypt, like the frogs, the insects, the blood, all that. That was natural. But you have these sorcerers coming and they're trying to do the same exact thing. You hear me? There's nothing new under the sun. You hear me? But look, it says the Kabbalah is actually ancient magic. And it is an exotic blend of devilish, sometimes bashful, new age magical practice, topped by uh, philosophical bent of Jewish supremacism, Orthodox Judaism, the Phariseeism is rife, and Kabbalicism and Jewish rabbis are the Kabbalah's greatest promoters. You see that? And Jewish rabbis are the Kabbalah's greatest promoters. See, I'm bringing out the sources right now, bringing out information that we need to hear. Then we're going to go into history. Then we're going to go into scriptures. You hear me? Bringing out the sources. And yes, for all you brothers and sisters out there that want this information, I will gladly give it to you. Just message me. All right. It says celebrities and Kabbalah. The recent explosion in mainstream interest in Kabbalicism is boosted by many big name celebrities who have recently been conquering Kabbalicism as miraculous answer to all of man's problems. An undercover BBC reporter who infiltrated a London's Kabbalist group witnessed in singer Madonna and Goy Ereditui chanting mystic spells to cleanse Chernobyl, the site of Ukraine of a nuclear plant disaster in 1986. Other news accounts link St. Entertains Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, Roseanne Barr, Demi Moore, Shirley MacLaine, Ashton Kutcher, Sandra Belhard, Barbara Sisterstrand, Deanne Kieton, I don't even know how to spell this dude's name, GWY, and Kenneth Paltrow, Goldie Hawn, Elizabeth Taylor, Michael Jackson, Mick Jagger, Yuri Giller, and Diane Lab. Actually, Michael Jackson, he was part of it, but he was also reporting the news in his songs. You hear me? Like it was that one song, what was it? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? He knew what was going on in these behind the scenes. So he started promoting it through his songs. Then they lowered his self-esteem behind the curtain. But he started putting them out. Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Annie was just a little girl. You hear me? Annie was just a little girl, but he put it through the songs because he knew that they was part of this Jewish Catholicism. You hear me? Let's keep going. Um, Goldie Hawn, Elizabeth Taylor, Michael Jackson, Mick Jagger, Yuri Seller, Diane Ladd, Lauren Dern, and a legion of other stars with practice of Kabbalah. He says legion of other stars. Where does that lead me to? Oh yeah, the Stars of Fame over there in Los Angeles, right? Or is that in I think it might be in LA or if it's over there in Las Vegas. I'm pretty sure it's over there in Hollywood, right? Hollywood Walk of Stars. Remember the stars where people get their names? That's the stars, the fallen stars around Plymouth Rock. You hear me? Those are the people. All right. Look closely when you see any of these people on TV or pictured in magazines, and you'll often see characteristic red string wristbands as they wear. Note, pay attention when you see this, okay? You'll see them wearing red string wristbands as they wear, okay? I'm going to highlight that. It says lately former President Bill Clinton spotted wearing it. He's a Kabbalist, and so has Florida's politician Catherine Harris, who became famous for a household icon as Florida's Republican Secretary of State during the bizarre 2000 election snafu. Republican bigwing and former House Speaker Newton Gingrich is reported to be a Kabbalah advocate, and some say conservative talk to host Rush Limbaugh and his rabbi are also into the Kabbalah. Among the most notorious Kabbalists are the TV comedy stars of once number one Jerry Seinfeld show. The producer of the Seinfeld show was Larry David, a Jew. Of all four casts were Jews and Kabbalistic sign and language cult and magical rituals. And that's a lie right there too, because the real Jews are melanated brothers and sisters. Okay. Let's get into it over here. Let's just read through it real quick. Sodom, Egypt, and the 21st century Judaism. Okay. In one of the most controversial of all video documentaries, I have proceeded Cauldron of Abaddon. I stated from Jerusalem and Israel flow a torrent of satanic evil and mischief engaging in the whole world. Zionist Jews and other cohorts in Christian Zionist community were angered over what I said, but they had no response to the mountain of facts. The mountain of facts. This brother bringing out the mountain of facts. Look how thick this book is. Thick, right? Thick, thick, right? Mountain of facts. A lot of pictures in there too. A lot of pictures. Pictures that say 1,000 words, right? It says, so the mountain of facts presented in the video providing my point is undeniable that God himself in Revelation 11 and 8 declares that in the last days, just prior to Christ's return, one of the most wicked places on earth will be Jerusalem and Israel. Why? It's because you got fake Jews over there in the land today. Remember, just as my thumbnail says on YouTube, it said that they left black and came back white. Okay, and Facebook, I'll share the link too so you can get it. All right. It says one of the most wicked places on earth will be Jerusalem and Israel. And Revelation, God calls Jerusalem Sodom and Egypt. And America, USA, Babylon takes after it. Okay, that's why they're always America. All you Americans right now, all your hard work paying taxes and all your hard labors is going towards these fake Jewish people. You hear me? That's where they're going to. All right. And not to mention, they send a lot of that money to Ukraine too, and a lot of supplies going over there to Ukraine. A lot of military aid, construction aid, housing aid, financial aid. They sent all that to Ukraine. Right? Esau is going back home, or they think they're going back home. Right? Uh, I believe. Let me see. The question is why? Why is Jerusalem and the nation of Israel spiritually Sodom and Egypt? I believe is one of the Jewish religion, a religion diametrically opposed to the Old Testament faith of Moses, Isaac, Jacob, and the prophets. Nah. The days of Jews' captivity in Babylon to today, the religion of the Jews has increasingly grown more dark and wicked. And that's talking about Acts 26 and 18 to remove the veil over the eyes from darkness to light, from the devil to the Most High, right? It says, from the days of the Jews in captivity in Babylon today, the religion of the Jews has increasingly grown more dark and more wicked. Jesus openly castigated the Jewish religionists. He called them blind gates, fools, hypocrites. He said, ye devour widows' houses, and you pretense make long prayer, and you compass sea and land to make one proselyte. And when he is made, you make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. Matthew 23:14-15. The children of hell, that is what Jesus called the Jewish religious teachers. What? The children of hell. That's what Jesus called the Jewish religious teachers. So the Messiah called the Jewish rabbis, the religious teachers, the children of hell. That was almost 2,000 years ago. Well, guess what? The Jewish religionists are even worse now in the 21st century. Yes, they are. And I got a book about the 21st century as well. And I read that to you guys in my previous videos I done about what was it? The Christian missionaries, right? Go check out that video because I brought that in there. Okay, that came with pictures too. All right. They have almost 2,000 years more practice. They had almost 2,000 years more practice and perfect their evil religion today. Those who practice Satan Kabbalicism and believe in the Talmud are the children of hell 100 times over. What? 100 times over. And blank blank, that's the name of the book. We do not have the space to fully report on the almost unbelievable wicked Talmudic and Kabbalistic religion of the Jews. But it is important to understand that the horrific nature of the Jews' religion lied on is man-made traditions. In reality, these traditions are satanic in origin. I refer especially to the Jewish Talmud, the legalistic law traditions of rabbis, and Jewish Kabbalah, also Kabbalah or Kubala, which are mystical teaching and traditions of rabbis and sages. All right, let's keep going. I like this book. This book getting interesting, right? If the Jews had stuck to the teachings of the Old Testament, Satan would have not had such terrible inroads. Instead, if Moses and the prophets had been heeded, or if their writings were honored today, the Jews would have believed in Jesus Christ as Messiah. And he's talking about the so-called Jewish people, but we already know that applies to our melanated brothers and sisters. All right. It says, if Moses and the prophets had been heeded, or if their writings were honored today, the Jews would have believed in Jesus Christ as Messiah, all right, and have been saved by faith in his promises. Instead, the Jews departed from the prophets, and over centuries, the rabbis steadily developed a body of man-made literature, the Talmud and the Kabbalah, that is supremacy, wicked, and corrupt. You see that? The Talmud and the Kabbalah is wicked and corrupt. Their traditions, moreover, are antithetical to the faith and teaching of Moses and the prophets. I do not refer, of course, to the faith of the Jews who are the Christian believers. Whereas it can be remarkably demonstrated that the philosophy and doctrines of the Jewish Kabbalah are very foul and wellspring of virtually every wicked occult sect, satanic secret society, and the witchcraft cult has risen in the past 1,000 years. The Kabbalah brings together in one neat package to the core of all mystery teachings of the ancients. We already have that information in this other book behind me. Okay. The secret combinations of we already have that information. Okay. Indeed, the Holy Bible gives evidence that Jewish elders had brought the mysteries into the temple and had conducted secret ceremonies in hidden chambers as far as back to the days of the prophet Ezekiel. And it goes way back to the times of almost Adam and Eve. Okay, it goes back that far. That's how far these types of rituals and this information goes back to the times of Adam and Eve, with the times of Cain and Abel, okay, and a little bit more deeper than that. All right. Let me read it to you guys again. It says that the Jewish elders have brought back mysteries into the temple and have conducted secret ceremonies in hidden chambers as far as the days of the prophet Ezekiel. See Ezekiel chapter 8. God call these teachings and rituals abominations. God don't like abominations, by the way. Okay. Incredibly, the abominations are multiplied in the 21st century Jewish religion, in which they call Kabbalah plays a central role. The Masonic Lodge and Kabbalah. Freemasonry has long praised the Kabbalah, and its top officials have admitted that the lodge rituals and teachings are but the offspring of the Jewish tradition. Albert Pike, formerly sovereign and grand commander of the Scottish Rite, wrote, "One is filled with admiration and penetrating into the sanctuary of the Kabbalah. Just how much Masonry owes to the Kabbalah is illustrated by the study of the Knights of the Kodesh degree, 30 degrees. Ed Decker, director of Free of the Mason Ministries, reports that the trappings of this degree ritual are overstrated sinister and incorporate a high level of Kabbalistic symbolism. All right. One when one is surrounded by black curtains, skulls, and a coffin with shrouded night speaking forth from within, it does not take a spiritual giant to discern that it is not a godly organization. Confirming Decker's finding, medical doctors James L. Hawley, a Christian who has done great works in exposing Freemasonry, and his outstanding volume, The Southern Baptist Convention and Freemasonry, shows how the 30-degree Masonic intake that is led unawares into a direct spiritual relationship with Satan. In the ritual, Satan is personified as mysterious Kabbalism mystic. Interestingly, Richardson's Monetary of Freemasonry says that the Knights of the Kodesh degree is intimately connected with the ancient order of the Knights of Templar and commemorates in order ceremonies and initiate a degree. The members of the Order of the Knights of Templar worship Baphomet, worship Baphomet, worship Baphomet. What is Kamala Harris doing right now in her latest interviews? What has not been burdened by the past has come by so, right? She does as above, so below, right? I already have videos on that too. And that's why, what is it? The old school musician Santana has seen, I got a black magic woman. That song goes exactly towards Kamala Harris. Okay. But anyway, let's go. Keep going. Right. It says, in the order of the Nazi Templar worship Baphomet, the hideous male female Luciferian goat god conducted blasphemous ceremonies, which included urination on a cross, homosexually, sodomy. All right. Freemasonry is Jewish. In 1855, the renowned Rabbi Isaac Weiss wrote, Freemasonry is a Jewish establishment whose history, grades, officially appointments, passwords, and explanations are Jewish from beginning to end. The Jewish Tribune newspaper in 1927, in an editorial, stated Freemasonry is based on Judaism. Eliminate the teachings of Judaism from Masonic ritual, and what is left. Ray Noswell, writing from Australia in 2004, states, Zionist world leaders, men in influential positions with the various Masonic organizations out everywhere, have worked hand in glove, for a universal world revolution will bring in one world church and one world government. One world church and one world government. Many Masonic lodges are exclusively Jewish, as are the controlling. All right. And this right here is just a picture. I want to show you guys real quick. Okay. You see that right there? What they're doing, the hand gestures. You see that? The hand gestures right there, symbols. Symbols speak a lot of things. Hand gestures speak a lot of things. Okay. Um, this Jewish signs and symbols. Okay. Missionary Jewish roots. Let's check this one out, right? A popular pro Freemasonry website and an article entitled Judaism and Freemasonry Comments. Jews, or to say Jews were actively involved in the beginning of Freemasonry in America. There is evidence they were among those established Freemasonry in 7 of the original 13 states. 13 states, right? Just as they tried to come over here and set up their little 13 colonies or whatever, right? Jews, including rabbis, continue to be involved in the Masonic movement in the United States throughout our history. There have been 51, pay attention, there have been 51 Jewish American Grand Masters, right? There are many common themes and ideals in Masonic and Jewish ritual symbols and worlds. Okay. Um, here's a article. It says the late Pope John Paul the 1 or whatever you want to call it was a believer in Jewish Kabbalah. On March 22nd, 1984, the Pope received members of the infamous Bunati Birth Freemasonry Lodge of the New York City, made of inclusively of influential Jews at the Vatican. That's right known as Jewish. Okay. I am proud to be. This is what this guy says. All right. This is this guy, Rabbi Seymour Atlas, as a 32nd degree Kabbalicist. All right. I am proud to be a Mason, writes Rabbi Seymour Atlas, the 32nd degree, in this issue of the New Age magazine, April 1987. Note, the name of this magazine has since been changed to the Scottish Rite Journal to hide the connection of Masons with the occult New Age movement. In fact, the Masonic order is predominantly led by Jews, as its former Sovereign Grand Commander Albert Pike has revealed. The symbol of rituals of Freemasonry are all based on Kabbalah of the Jews, Jewish people, right? Not our people. Our people were held in captivity. Jeremiah 17:4, right? We lost our heritage, we lost our identity, and suffered the curses of Deuteronomy 28, right? It says, the most honorable Masonic leader in history of Freemasonry was Albert Pike. Pike maintained that every Masonic lodge is a temple of religion and its teachings are instructed in religion. Now, Pike also inserted that the true meanings of the symbols of Freemasonry are found in the occult philosophy of the Jewish Kabbalah, that Freemasonry owes all of its secrets to the Kabbalah, and that the Freemasonry is a religion based on the Kabbalah. Demons, magic, and mysticism in the Kabbalah. All right. Here are just some quotes right here. We're going to read about these people. Okay. There's going to be a few of these. Let me take a quick water break real fast. All right. Here are the eye-opening comments of a number of knowledgeable authorities on the Jewish Kabbalah. All right, here's some names. Okay. The Kabbalah contains such power in demonic teaching. What? The Kabbalah contains such power in demonic teaching. It is more than enough to give the ideology and driving force need to lead the world astray and to keep such an evil conspiracy alive through the centuries. The Kabbalah is a teaching of source of the Freemasons as well as for other groups. John Trovell, publisher, The Dove. John Trovell, publisher, The Dove. Right? Here's another quote. Kabbalah, the sacred books of black magic of Orthodox Judaism, which form a large part of the basis of the Western secret societies from, it's a big old R word. I'll spell it out. ROSICRUCIAN-ism. To Freemasonry. I can't pronounce that big old English word. I'm not good at pronouncing certain words, right? To Freemasonry and the OTO Kabbalism in itself diverged from sorcery of ancient Babylon and pharaonic Egypt. Craig Hambiart, damn, these Gentiles got some weird last names. Craig Hambiarkner, Blood on the Altar. Kabbalism is a system of Jewish mysticism and magic and is the foundational element in modern witchcraft. Virtually on all the great witches and sorcerers of this century were Kabbalists. William J. Snokno Belen, The Dark Side of Freemasonry. The Hebrew Kabbalah is a series of occult writings that are as demonic as any intent ever uttered in witchcraft. Webster's dictionary tells us the Kabbalah, sometimes spelled Kabbala, is an occult religious philosophy developed by certain Jewish rabbis. James Lloyd, The Apocalypse Chronicles, Volume VII, number 1, 2005. All right. Oh man, let's keep going. Okay. So look, do you know how the field goal posts on football, they go up like this? It's good. You guys made it. That's actually a Masonic symbol too. Look at this dude. Look, what is he doing right there? That's the same symbol that they give when the extra point is good in football. You see that? That's another Masonic gesture that they're doing in these footballs, which is already written. It's scripted already. All right. Uh, dang, this book is deep, family. This book is deep. Okay. There's some pictures right behind it too. But I'm almost done reading this part, and then we're gonna go into a little bit of history, and then we're gonna go into scriptures. All right. Sorcery is common space in the depraved religious rituals of Kabbalistic Judaism. Here is a rabbi is seen carrying a chicken off to be sacrificed in a voodoo type ritual during a Jewish festival of Yom Kippur. Israel, a photobiography by Micha Bar-On, New York, Simeon and Strode. Okay, so this Jewish dude right here, this white devil, okay, this deceiver, the call them the small hats, right? Or the little Syracuse dude with the black kid. Look at Abraham, bunch of Abraham devils. Abraham Lincoln devils is what you want to call them, okay? Because you already know Abraham Lincoln had a big old black cat, right? It's like a magic cat. Oh, magic cats. We'll call them the magic cat Jews. No, the magic hat Edomites. Oh, that's a good one. Wait, all right. So every time we see these people right here, they're all people dressed in black. We already know since they're wearing the black, it means that they're worshiping the devil, right? Okay. But anyways, we'll call them brothers, or we'll call them dudes, or them devils, or what you want to call them, right? We'll just call them the black, the magic black cat Edomites. The magic black cat Edomites. Okay. That's what they're doing. They're doing magic. Twisted satanic rituals and lies. The rabbinical doctrines and teachings of Kabbalism are based on curious blending and mosaic of astrology, numerology, graphology, color magic, and symbology, alchemy, pagan religions, and pure Luciferianism. There are hand signs and body gestures, so they speak in a lot of big body language, family. There are hand signs and body gestures, talismanic jewelry and clothing, hidden codes, and on and on. The end result is confusing jumble of man is God theology, but only Jewish man. Gentiles are inferior. What? Says, but only Jewish men, Gentiles are inferior. Boom. That's a slap in the face right there, family. They're just prove to you who they are. It says, but only Jewish men, Gentiles are inferior. Right here, watch. Look, look, look. Right here, what's over here? Where my hand my pin is right there. So you see that? They just told on themselves right here. You see that? They told on themselves right here. Okay? It says, but only Jewish men, Gentiles are inferior. And magical formulae, words of power, and inclinations and spells. Head of chickens are chopped off and blood sprinkled around. Magic cords are specific color are worn on the wrist. Okay, so pay attention. It says magic cords of specific color are worn on the wrist. All right, worn on the wrist. So on this other page, we have told you that some of these people they wear a red string wristband. A red string wristband. Okay. But this one over here is he's giving you some very key details of what you can look for when you see these type of people, either in person or on televised vision. Okay. Televised vision. Okay. Um, it says right here, where we at? It says around magic cords of specific color are worn on the wrist as miracle working bracelets. Magic water is used to heal. Magic water is used to heal. Magic symbols are objects of trance-like meditation, and mantra-like chants are repeated over and over. Okay. The 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet are touted as religious idols of great magical powers. And they're speaking Yiddish, Hebrew, right? Speaking Yiddish, all right? Even their shapes are studied in accordance with supernatural powers. Angels, archangels, Gemores, divas, and elements are worshipped and feared. You already know who Beyonce. She's a diva, right? She's a lot of people look up to her, but she's with them people. All right. And if she gets caught slipping, boom, she's done. Don't get her like Diddy. She'll get Diddy done too. All right. He's the supreme deity behind everything. This supreme deity is pantheistic God who fills up the whole universe. In fact, he is the macronism, the universe. Of course, as in all Illuminati magic, there is the double-minded theology as above, so below. What? As above, so below. That's the same thing that Kamala Harris is doing in a lot of her teachings. You should look at those things. I already have videos on that. Okay, it's not like a long, lengthy video like these, but it's just like a short reel. Okay, as above, so below. Okay, she's doing the exact same thing. Okay, they're not gonna let Donald Trump win. You hear me? He was just out there to give a knowledge to the so-called white America or just everybody in general. Okay, he's there to spill out the beans. Okay, and to warn what you're doing because all the darkness needs to come to light. You hear me? They're gonna continue with their agenda until they get judged. This country's gonna get judged. All right, it's what they're doing. Come on now. Of course, as an illuminist magic, there is a double-minded theology of as above, so below. Okay, and then you highlight that real quick. The insidious lie that black is white and vice versa, that good and evil are one. Okay, good and evil are one. Hold up. Let's see if we can get a scripture on that one real fast. Let's see if I remember this one. They just say that good and evil is one. Is that what I just heard? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Okay. This is what the Most High says about this. And this just downloaded in my spirit just now, right? Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20 says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Okay. So that's what they said right here, right? Now read it to you guys again. It says, the insidious lie that black is white and vice versa, that good and evil are one, that the shadow and the substance are unitary. Sex magic holds an important place in Catholicism orgies. Okay, little nasty devils. They do this a lot during December 25th. So-called, oh, that was Jesus' birthday. No, it's not. They're doing a lot of sex orgies on that day. Okay, sex magic holds an important place in Catholicism, and sex ritual is a popular vocation of students of Kabbalah. Margie Martin, in her informed, unpublished manuscript for her upcoming book, The Molten Image, explains that the tarot cards of witches, hey, get this book down, right? The Molten Image, okay, by Margie Martin, okay? If you want to know more about this tarot cards and witches, okay? It says Margie Martin informed unpublished manuscript of her upcoming book, The Molten Image, explains that the tarot cards just be careful if you go into this book, all right? Because I don't want you coming out looking all twacked out, cracked out, all smacked out, whatever. You hear me? And if you witch is thinking that you're gonna try to use this book, guess what? No, it's not gonna work. You hear me? You witches are done. D-O-N-E. Okay. The molten image explains that the tarot cards of witches and occultists are of Jewish origin and correspond with the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. Finally, Catholicism is pure Illuminism because it teaches the secret doctrine that ultimately the higher level adepts learns that the holy serpent is the true God, that all evil that a person does through alchemy is magically transformed into righteousness, and that yes, Lucifer is Lord. Satan is a true and an only God that is the endless doctrine of Catholicism. And guess what? They put this in your Christian churches. You hear me? They feed this to you in your Christian churches, saying that Lucifer is Lord, Satan is the true and only God, and that the endless doctrine of Catholicism. Paul warns you on this, family. Okay? Paul warns you on this. Actually, the Messiah warns you on this. Let's get some scripture down on this real quick, all right? The Messiah warned, I'm going to speak on 2 witnesses, okay? Actually, I'll do about 3 witnesses, okay? After 2 or 3 witnesses, let things be established. Matthew 24, verse 4, it says, and Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. What does Christianity have in their name? Christ. Okay? The Messiah of the Bible warns you about these people. All right? Let's go and look, see what Paul warned you about. Okay? What did Paul warn you about? Let's go to 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians chapter 11. All right. So this is what you guys got before you in your pulpits, right? 2 Corinthians 11. And these people are they subscribe to the Kabbalism. Yeah. Your pastors, they subscribe to this because they're all about filthy lucre, the money. Right? 2 Corinthians 11 and 13. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into the angel of light. Let's back up to verse 4. For he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, right? Come on now. For he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if you receive another spirit which ye have not received, or another gospel which ye have not accepted, ye might bear with him. Who is that him? Satan. Okay? There's another one we can go into. Colossians. Hold on. We can go there too. Give me a second. Let me get this other one out real quick. Galatians chapter 1. Galatians chapter 1 and verse 8. It says, but through we are an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, I say it now, if any man preach another gospel unto you than ye have received, let him be accursed. For now do I persuade men or God, or do I seek to please men, or yet I be pleased, should I not be a servant of Christ? You hear me? We have to test the spirits on this matter. Here's some other ones. Colossians 2:8. Be aware lest a man spoil through philosophy and vain deceit after the tradition of men and after the rudiments of the world and not after Christ. So in your Christian churches, you guys are getting a lot of philosophy through Catholicism. You hear me? And this book that I'm reading from tells you about it. I have another book, a video I did. All right. the true it says something, I don't know word for word, but it says Christianity's missionaries. All right, going on my YouTube, right? Scroll down until you see Christianity and missionaries, and that's the video that will leak into this information too. Okay, it says right here, all right, the Star of David and the Jewish utopia. The symbol of the Jewish six-pointed star. Now we're going into the six-pointed star of this Jewish Kabbalism, right? The symbol of the Jewish six-pointed star, known as the Seal of Solomon, and as the Magen David, is the preeminent symbol of Catholicism. But other symbols, signs, and marks also hold the interest of Cabalists, including the pentagram or pentacle. That's kind of crazy. Ain't the big old the Pentagon had the same symbol? The military, or whatever you want to call that, over there in the East Coast. And it says, but other symbols, signs, and marks hold the interest of Cabalists, including the pentagram or pentacle, the triangle, the circle, the sun, the obelisk, which is that big old statue that goes up over there in Washington D.C. It's like a man's private parts, right? It says the obelisk and the yoni and the diamond. Okay, the diamond. Okay, the diamond. However you do that thing, right? So you gotta be careful when you do the diamond. The diamond is another Jewish Catholicism deceitful symbol. You should not be having those. You understand me? It says, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? It said then the diamond. It is believed by Kabbalist rabbis that there are hidden codes and messages in the numbering of scriptural letters. And it is also believed that the working of the Kabbalah, the earth may someday be renovated, rebuilt perfect. This, says the rabbis, will result in a perfect Jewish kingdom. Nah, this kingdom's done. This is Esau's kingdom. It's done. Our kingdom is coming next. You hear me? Go ahead and like and subscribe and share this for me. You hear me? So we can get this out there. Okay? So I'm pretty sure a lot of you people out there have not dived into the information I'm bringing out right now. All right. It says, all right, it says this says the rabbis where we at? Hold on. Scripture letters is believed that work by the working Kabbalah, the earth may someday be renovated, rebuilt perfect. As this say, rabbis will result in a perfect Jewish kingdom or utopia on earth, ruled by Kabbalist master. That's within their mindset. That they believe that they're gonna have a utopia ruled by Kabbalist master, a Jewish leader naturally. And that goes into Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. Okay? Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. All right. Okay. Go read Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 on your own time. Okay. And this is what the Jewish utopia is like. Okay. This is what Esau is doing. All right. Right here. Let me see. Hold on. This up right here. All right. A Jewish leader naturally. This belief system of the coming of a Jewish utopia fits in well with the teachings of the Illuminati. What? It says This belief system of the coming of a Jewish utopia fits in well with the teachings of the Illuminati. Lady Queensborough quoted the Jewish authority Bernard Lazari in the classic Occult Theocracy, reported that there were Jews behind the Wishlefort, founder of the Order of the Illuminati, Jewish financiers such as Daniel Itzik, Itzik, Itzig, Friedlander, Chair Schiffbreer, Benjamin and Abraham Goldsmith, Moses Mokata. So these are just names in which these Kabbalist masters believe that they believe that they can form a very what is it, a Kabbalist utopia here on Earth. Okay, this is what their mindset is. All right. So these are just some names, and also Moses Mendelssohn, Nefati Wesley, Moses Hiroshim. Okay, these are just some names right here. So these people are here, right? These people right here believe that they can bring out a Kabbalist utopia. All right. Now we're gonna get into this little field goal symbol, what they're doing right now. Okay. David Ben Gurion, the first prime minister of the newly formed National of Israel, performs the first sign of a select master mason. Ben Gurion, a dedicated Marxist. Did you know that Kamala Harris's dad was a Marxist? Leninist was quoted as saying, "I am in favor of Bolshevism, Bolshevism." Okay, American Spectator, January 19th, 98. Photos are Richardson Monitor of Freemasonry. Okay, so this was the first symbol of Masonic Catholicism and all that crap that the Jewish people are promoting. Okay, that's the first symbol. Okay, so now we're just going to show you some other symbols. Okay, I told you, pictures say 1,000 words, right? Look at these pictures right here. What does your top left kind of look like a nickel or something like that, right? Or some type of coin. Okay, you see that? It's like some type of coin, right? The Temple of Solomon. Okay, there's another one, a blood ritual. America go to hell. Zionism is racist. Is racism. Okay, so look, there's an Arab brother, or I'm not gonna call him a brother because they're against us too. The Arabs, uh, the the Philistines, not the Philistines, but the them people over there, Moab. Okay, they're against us too. They're in Psalms 83. All right. It says many in the Arab and Islamic world know that Zionism is racism and resent in the United States blind supporter of Israeli Zionist aggression. Fanatical Zionism has also led to Masonic exercises, Talmudic evil, and Kabbalistic magic by satanic Jews. They are the synagogue of Satan. Revelation 2:9, Revelation 3:9. You hear me? I can see why these people eat them Esau is the most despised people on earth. Nobody likes Esau. Nobody likes them. You hear me? Nobody likes Esau, especially the top of Esau, Edom, the mount of Esau, Edom. No one likes them. Amalek, he gonna get finished off. You understand me? Amalek gonna get wasted. He gonna get 187 up out of here. Do you understand me? Amalek is doing all this right here. Amalek is the head of all this Catholicism, Masonism, all this other ism in these books. Okay, he's a Marxist from the very top. You understand me? But look at this Arab dude right here. Look what he's doing. You see that? See the sign that he holding up? Y'all see that? There's another one. What are they doing in this picture? They're cutting off um someone's head right now in that picture right there. Look, see it? Right here. Come on now. This is information right here. And this blood ritual by Philip de Vere. For many years in Europe and Russia, reports of Kabbalistic blood ritual sacrifices of young Gentile girls and boys. What? So Europe and Russia are over here sacrificing boys and girls, little kids. You hear me? Were commonplace, while many were hyped on based on old wives' tales. Apparently, at least some accounts proved to be true. So they were stories that these Europeans and these Russians were out there in the woods sacrificing boys and girls. So I'm pretty sure these stories got passed down, and they were just saying once upon a time there was a couple people in the woods sacrificing boys and girls, um, and then they just went on from there, right? But some of those stories came to be true. Look, here's some more symbols. Okay. The Masonic symbol of square and compass seems to be patterned on the designs of the Star of David, also as the magical hexagram. The Kabbalistic Tree of Life from Telepathy by Alice Bailey Lucas Trust, okay? Billionaire Edgar Profam, head of the World Jewish Congress, presents President Bill Clinton with the Nahum Goldman Medal at the group's tribute dinner on April 30th, 1995. The logo of the World Jewish Congress pictures a regional globe within the six-pointed Star of David set against the darkened circle background. Okay. 20th Century Fox News. Some say the world is name of some say the world and name of Fox. 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 Pay attention. Some say the world and name of Fox, quote unquote, has hidden Kabbalistic significance, numerology of the letters FOX. Okay. The English alphabet equal the sum of 666. Jesus once called Israel's King Herod. Okay. um, a murderous, scheming man who embraced magic. That old Fox television network is owned by Rupert, Rupert Murdoch and an Orthodox Zionist. Okay. This picture of a political campaign poster promoting the candidacy of Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon was published in the United States News and World Report on February 10th, 2003. Notice how the poster is twisted to make it look like Sharon has horns. Indeed, Sharon has been called the butcher of Lebanon, and is accused of massacre of the Lebanese civilians while he served in Israel's defense minister, IDF, or RD minister, okay? Oddly, perhaps the horn shape of the twisted poster resembles the image of the official symbol of the USSR summit. See insert above left. Also notice that the striking similarity with the Masonic grand sign. Okay. Triangular designs on man's cap of the Jewish man is interesting. Okay, these are just the pictures of what I just read to you guys about, right? See the tree of life over there on this side? Symbols right there. And then all this stuff about the military stuff over here on this side. Y'all see that? Got a little squirrel on the fence. All right. Like I said, family, this book got all kinds of information in it. All kinds of information in it. Look how thick this book is. If you want to know the name of this book, message me. Help a brother out. You hear me? But anyways, all that right there is going into the secret combinations of old. Okay. Now I'm gonna bring this other book out, and this shows to you what they're doing. Okay. So this is the seal portion, chapter 79, verse 14. Okay. And it says, and many of these rich men shall unite together and form an alliance, even according to the covenants and the bonds of the secret combinations of old. And these men shall be desirous to rebel against the laws that shall be established among them, so that they can establish their own laws and will serve them in their desires for more gain. And these men shall be of great intelligence, who have much power in speaking and in writing. And they shall begin to influence the poor among them, who shall be the majority, to join their cause and fight for them against the government which they belong. But the rich shall not fight. What? But the rich shall not fight, but shall establish a law amongst themselves for the payment of money, even $300, as the number of the beast shall be called by this great and final beast. They shall be exempt from conscription. And these same men shall be inspired by Lucifer to set up their nation and their laws in such a way that they can maintain control over the minds and hearts of the poor and the majority. And now, ye of the latter days, which we are in right now, and ye of the latter days shall also give praise and honor to those whom you refer to your fathers of your nation. Yeah, truly, they are the fathers of your nation. But wherein is their righteousness according to the words of Christ? Right? Behold, as I have told you not to judge unless it is done according to the Spirit in righteousness. Ye must know that these men shall be servants of Satan. All right? So the people over there in Rapid City, Mount Rushmore, those are servants of Satan. You understand me? They built the country on blood. Okay. Um, we are where we at? It says they should be servants of Satan who shall set up the government of your nation to get gain for themselves. And like those leaders in the kingdoms of Satan before them, they have done all things that they might get gain to protect themselves and their families. Know ye that many of these founding fathers that ye hold in such high esteem held men of dark skin in servitude? What? And I showed you, it says that ye know not many of these founding fathers that ye hold in such high esteem held men of dark skin and servitude. Behold, there is no man that is influenced by the Spirit of Christ who can hold another man in servitude, that so he might get gain. And I have shown unto you that the beginning of the half of time had not been yet begun when these men have brought forth the nation which will become the eighth beast of which John speaketh. All right. I'm bringing out information that these camps, these Israelite camps ain't bringing out. You understand me? I'm doing this all by myself. Actually, no. I got a few people in my corner. Okay. I got some good people in my corner. Trust me. Very good people. Okay. Much love, much respect to those people. Understand me? I'm not going to say no names. Nope. Especially when I'm bringing out this stuff like this. Nope. Okay. How the Jews became white. So let's go into a little bit of history now. Okay. How the Jews became white. So the Bible says you're an Israelite by your father. Okay. The Bible says that you're an Israelite of your father's seed. Okay. Of your father's seed. Let's bring out two witnesses. Okay. Let's go to the book of Numbers. The book of Numbers. Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. Numbers chapter 1, verse 18, and reads, And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by what? By the pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. So if you were to show this scripture to any Jewish person, they would run from you. Proverbs 28 and 1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth. You hear me? If you bring out Numbers 118 to a Jewish person, to any of them, man or woman, they will run from you. Okay? Let's go to the book of Ezra, chapter 2, and verse 2 and 59. Ezra 2 and 59. And these were they which went up from Telamah, Telahasra, Cherubim, and Adon, and Amir, but they could not show their father's house. What? But they could not show their father's house and their seed, whether they were of Israel. You see that? You are of your father's seed, not your mother's. But in the Talmud, it tells you that they are of their mother. You hear me? They are of their mother's seed. All right. Let's go to Leviticus 24 and 10. Leviticus 24 and 10. This right here proves their point of the mom. Okay. And I'm not trying to speak down on any of you mamas out there, but I'm just trying to say this is Bible. This is Bible. All right. Leviticus 24 and 10. Leviticus 24 and 10. And it reads, and the son of an Israelitish woman. All right. So this woman was an Israelite. Okay. Whose father was an Egyptian. Whose father was an Egyptian. Okay. So this right here is saying that, for instance, I'm putting like this, okay, Israelite woman, okay, an Issachar woman, okay, I'm from the tribe of Issachar, by the way, an Issachar woman, okay, an Issachar woman having a baby by a white man, okay, that seed is going to be a white man. It's not going to be a Mexican. You understand me? So if the father was an Israelite and the mother was a white woman, then that child would be an Israelite. You hear me? Or I'm just speaking on terms, right? It says, and the son of an Israelitish woman whose father was an Egyptian went out among the children of Israel, and this son of Israelitish woman and the man of Israel strove together in the camp. Okay. And the Israelitish woman's son blaspheming the name of the Lord and cursed. Okay. Why was this person cursed? Because they didn't allow him to get into the congregation. Right? Let's go to Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Deuteronomy 7 and 3. We're just breaking it down to you on the Jewish people's side of the story. Okay. That's what we like to do. We like to break down their side of the story and also the Bible side of the story. All right. Uh, Deuteronomy 7 and 3. And it reads, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Okay. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter that thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Okay. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So the Most High is specifically telling you not to mix your seed with these other nations. Okay? Mexicans and Native Americans can come together. Mexicans and blacks can come together. You understand me? Blacks and Native Americans can come together. But if we were in the Old Testament times, and still it applies today, because if you go outside these guidelines, your heart is going to be turned to other gods. You're going to be worshiping Halloween, Easter, Christmas, etc. You hear me? Even though our people still do it, we're waking up and we're going away from this garbage holidays that they're doing. Just as we just went across the most highest satanic day in which they sacrifice children to devils, Deuteronomy 32 and 17, right? Was it Second Corinthians 10 and 21? Okay, they sacrifice to devils. All right, but it says right here, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter shall not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou make unto thy son, for they will turn away thy son from following me, and they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. All right. Let's go to the Apocryphal fast. All right. Let's go to Sirach chapter 10, verse 19. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 19. All right. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 19. And it reads, they that fear the Lord are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. Ooh, bringing it out, aren't we? We're bringing it out, family. It says, they that fear the Lord are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. Okay? They that regard not the law, okay? Pay attention, because this is what Christianity does to us. They teach against God's laws when they know that the laws are helping us. You understand? And there's pre-Mosaic laws, okay? Abel kept the laws. Abraham kept the laws. What was it? Noah kept the laws. They were pre-Moses laws. You understand me? So stop just looking at the laws of Moses. Okay. Eventually, all this is gonna sizzle into our hearts. You understand me? We're gonna be doing this naturally in our hearts, which is the spirit of the law. You understand? That's where the northern kingdom comes into play. All right. It says, they that fear the Lord are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. So you Christians out there are dealing with an dishonorable seed. Do you understand me? They that transgress the commandments, you're doing it on purpose. You know what you're doing. You're going out there just going after, like your mindset is money, 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 money. I got my mind and my money, money in my mind, blah, blah, blah. Okay? You're transgression, you are a deceivable seed. Deceivable seed. You're ugly stepchild is what you are. Ugly stepchild. I told you. We're bringing it out. Okay, here's another precept we can get into over here in the book of Maccabees. Okay. First Maccabees 2 and 21. First Maccabees 2 and 21. God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances. God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances, which means that we should not forsake the law of the Most High and his ordinances. You understand me? Here's a little bit more that we can look into. 1 Kings 7:14. This is just showing you a little bit more details about this seed. Okay. 1 Kings 7 and 14. 1 Kings 7 and 14. It says, he was a widow's son of the tribe of Naphtali. Okay? He was a widow's son of the tribe of Naphtali, and his father was a man of Tyre. All right? A worker in brass, and he was filled with wisdom and understanding and cunning to work all works of brass, and came to King Solomon and wrought all his work. Okay? So we want to pay attention to, he was a widow's son of the tribe of Naphtali. and his father was a man of Tyre. So this is applying to um, the same concept in which these Jewish people obtain to, that you are a Jewish people according to your mama, not your daddy. All right. First Kings 5 and 12. First Kings chapter 5 and 12. All right. First Kings 5 and 12, and it reads, and the Lord gave Solomon wisdom, and he promised him, and there was peace between Hiram and Solomon, and they made a league together. What? They made a league together. Okay. Let's go to let me see. This is the one I want. Amos 1 and 9. And if not, we'll just carry on. Amos. Yep, Amos 1 and 9. All right. Amos chapter 1, verse 9, it says, thus says the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus. Just as we just read to you in First Kings 7:14, right? Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom. So this guy Tyrus delivered us Israelites into the hand of Edom. All right. And remembered not the brotherly covenant. And what? And remembered not the brotherly covenant. All right. Let's see. It says the Bible says you're an Israelite by your father. Judaism says you're Jewish by your mother. 4 white women that weren't Jews. Okay. Deuteronomy 7:3. If a Jewish man has offspring with a Gentile, the child is a Gentile. All right. This is why they kept the Jewish customs and language, because the curses are on the seed of not the converts. Okay. This is why they kept the Jewish customs and language, because the curses are on the seed, not the convert. You understand me? Pay attention. This is why they kept the Jewish customs and language, because the curses are what? The curses are on the bloodline seed, not the converts. All right. So you melanated brothers and sisters, okay, the children of Israel, we are accounted as the seed. You understand? But the word Jewish, the people of Jewish, okay, Jewish descents, Esau or European, they are converts, not the bloodline. All right. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 46. I'll read 33. Hold on. Yeah, give me a second. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 46. Deuteronomy 28 and 46 says, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever. You see that? These Jewish converts are not going through a curse. Do you understand me? They're controlling the curse. Okay? And this has everything to do with our great tribulations. Speaking a little slow so you guys can understand it. Okay. Our great tribulation that it says over there in the book of Matthew 24. I think it's was it 21 or through 29 or 30? Okay. It says that this is our great tribulations. Then these curses are going to go onto our enemies. You understand? When we come out of great tribulation, these curses are going to be on our enemies. So now, with Kamala Harris bringing in all these people from these different countries, these migrants, right? I'm just call them immigrants. They're not migrants. Mexico people from Mexico are migrants, coming from one part of the land to another part of the land. But immigrants is coming from a whole part of land, crossing the sea, coming over to another land. Okay, be careful. They try to mix you with the words. Okay, but anyways, we're the ones dealing with the curses. The converts, known as your Jewish people, they're not dealing with no curses. The white man, the black magic Edomites, the black magic hat Edomites, they're not dealing with these curses. You Christians need to wake the hell up. You understand me? You Christians need to wake the hell up. You are being deceived. Do you understand me? Y'all are being deceived. You little small hats, your little black hat magic Edomites, they are not going through the curses of Deuteronomy 28. You want to know who's going through the curses of Deuteronomy 28? Look at the people in the ghetto. Look at your average American Negroes. Look at your Mexicans. Look at your Native Americans. We are going through poverty. The Native Americans got pushed to the reses. You understand me? The reses are like a third world country. Worse. Yapi. Hello, my relatives. You hear me? Deuteronomy 28 and 45 again. Okay. It says where more all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hast hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and to keep his commandments and his statutes, and he commanded thee. Okay. You so-called blacks, Mexicans, and Native Americans, don't you have to go to the white man to get your money? Don't you have to go to your slave master to get your money? You do, right? That's a curse. Deuteronomy 28 and 44. He shall lend to thee, speaking about Esau shall lend to you, the white man shall lead to you, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and ye shall be the tail. The white man's going to be the head, and you minorities are going to be the tail. But if you read in Deuteronomy 28, verses 1 through 13, it says, if you keep the commandments of God, get water baptized, and come back to the laws, you will be the head, and they will be the tail. You are not going to, let me tell you what now, okay? Native Americans. I know this is a big history month for you, okay? I'm going to put it like this, okay? You are not going to get your land back until you start following the laws, statutes, and commandments of God. And not through no Christianity or Mormonism. The Church of Latter-day Saints and also Christianity is not going to help you out on this. Your teacher is before your eyes. You understand me? Putting every piece of the puzzle, piece by piece, until you receive a clear picture. We're doing it with sources, history, and scriptures. The Holy Bible is not a religious book. It's history. History. All right. Oh, here's another one. Boarding school. Boarding school. Okay. That's a curse too. Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them. What? Thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. Boarding schools. That's a curse. The Most High wants to help you guys out, minorities, my brothers and sisters. Okay? But are you going to learn these scriptures so I can help you out? I want to help all of you brothers and sisters out. Okay? From you, the blacks, Mexicans, and Native Americans. I want to help you got all you brothers and sisters out. I'm trying to help you learn self-identity through your tribulations. You understand me? Through your PTSD moments, through your anxieties, through your depressions, through your pain. I'm here to bring boys into men. Boys into men. That's what my job is. You understand me? And the women are to do likewise. You understand me? My job is to bring boys to men. Help you grow one of these out right here. Look, see that? Boom. I know you Gadites, you Native Americans can't really grow these, but hey, learn the scriptures. I'll teach you. You hear me? I'll teach you guys. Beards and fringes, my brothers and sisters, okay? Look, look, look. Beards and fringes. You understand me? Beards and fringes. You see that? True American legacy. Look. You see that? Let's come back home, family. Let's come back home. All right. Let me show you what the white man dealing with. All right. Okay. Here's just a couple headlines we can go over. Um, let's trace back the white man. All right. Let's trace back the white man. Let's go to Genesis 25. Genesis 25. All right. Let's go find the roots of the white man. Who is the white man? The white man is recorded in your book, your history book too. You Native Americans, Mexicans, and Negroes, y'all in this is your history book too. The Holy Bible is your history book. Genesis 25, and we're gonna read verse 21, right? And says, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. The one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay? That right there is prophecy. You understand me? It says that one people shall be stronger than the other. You understand me? So naturally, blacks, Mexicans, Native Americans are stronger than the white man. Naturally. But due to all this eugenics, these these GMO foods that they put in our foods, these steroids, these chemicals, they weakened our immune system through all these medical conditions, through the hospitals, through these shots, through these vaccines, all that. They weakened our strength. You hear me? And it said that the elder shall serve the younger. When we get to our kingdom, when we get to our kingdom, we're gonna be the head and they're gonna be the tail. You understand me? The minorities that you see today, that's actually a curse too, written in Deuteronomy 28. But we are the majority because we're God's chosen people. You hear me? We're God's chosen people. So we're the majority, and these other nations are the minorities. Okay? So I'm bringing this information to you so you can understand. And when you look around on the streets, you can see your people going through the curses. You hear me? You're going to see these people going through the curses. All right? But this also can apply to your flesh versus your spirit. You hear me? That the one people shall be stronger than the other people. That can apply to your flesh versus your spirit too. Okay? Because Esau represents the flesh and Jacob represents the spirit. You hear me? So when we're dealing with our flesh, we're dealing with the spirit or the carnality of Esau. Okay, so when we're out there doing all these crazy things, when we're doing all these wicked things, we're walking in the ways of Esau. You hear me? But when we're reading God's word, when we're studying, abiding by the law, statutes, and commandments, and through water baptism, okay, we're walking in the spirit. Galatians chapter 5. Okay. Galatians chapter 5, verse 17 speaks on the ways of your flesh. You hear me? So if you got people running down in the streets, drinking, smoking, doing all these crazy things, and just living a wicked life, okay? Actually, let's get it out. Let's get it out because this is going into a very detailed thing too. I'm gonna just bring this part out real quick. I'm gonna just show you, okay? Galatians chapter 5, verse 17 says, "For the flesh lusted against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary to one another, that you cannot do the things that you would. You cannot do the things that you would. If you be led of the spirit, you are, see, if you be led under the spirit, you are not under the law. What is the spirit? Okay, spirit is the fruit of love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against them there is no law. Okay, but if you're walking in your flesh, you're gonna be going into adultery, fornication, uncleanliness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murderers, drunkenness, revilings, and such are and such like when you have told you before, you have told you in the times past. They that do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. Okay. So the story of Genesis 25 of Jacob and Esau can apply to the actual people, but it all can also apply to yourself too. You hear me? I'm just breaking it down in two aspects. All right. But Genesis 25 is the beginning of where Esau began. Okay, First Samuel 5 and 8. There's another story of Esau. Okay. 1 Samuel 15 and verse 8. 1 Samuel 15 and verse 8. All right. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. So Amalek is, I think, one of the grandsons of Esau. Okay. So majority of Esau are just minding their business, but Amalek continues the same story of Esau, the original. Okay. So Esau had a bunch of grandbabies. And then there's one evil one who's called Amalek. Okay, this is what Amalek's doing. 1 Samuel 15 and 8. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. Okay. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and the oxen of the fatlings and of the lambs. And that was good until they and would not utterly destroy them, but everything that was vile and refused that they destroyed utterly. Okay. And then came the word of the Lord saying unto Samuel, Samuel saying, I repented me that I had set up Saul to be king of, for he has turned back from following me. Okay. So Saul, he didn't wipe out the rest of the Amalekites. Amalek. Okay. Amalek, he got away, and then therefore Amalek is in the same scenario of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. Amalek is the head of these Kabbalicists. Amalek is the head of doing all this wickedness and madness on earth. You hear me? That's where the bloodline goes to. Amalek is the most wicked person on earth. Okay, so you got Agag, then you got this other guy named Eliphaz. Okay, so we're just naming down some of these Edomites. Genesis 36 and 10. Okay. Genesis 36 and 10 says, these are the names of Esau's sons. Eliphaz, the son of Adan, the wife of Esau. Reuel, the son of Bashemat, the wife of Esau. All right. Go to Genesis 36 and 20. Okay. These are the sons of Seir, the Horite, who inhabited the land, Lotan and Shobal and Zebdon and Anna. Okay. So the Horites are from Idumea. You understand me? The Horites are from Idumea. So these are the same people that are going into the book of Obadiah. They're cave dwellers. All right? They're cave dwellers. This is where you get your caveman stories. All your caveman stories from is from your Horites. You hear me? They're the ones who lived in caves, not us. We lived in tents, family. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and 3 says, the pride of the heart hath deceived thee. Thou, it says, actually, hold on. I'll go to the very top, right? Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 1, it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord concerning Edom. So this is the white man. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador sent among the heathen. Is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against battle against her in battle. Okay. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. So Edom is small amongst the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliff of the rock, whose habitation is high, and said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars, thence I will bring thee down, saith the Lord. Okay. You see, verse 10 says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Okay. Verse 9 it says that Esau may be cut off by a slaughter. Okay. All of Esau is not going to be destroyed, though. You understand me? All of the top of Esau is going to be destroyed, but all the lower people, like the generations after Amalek, like your average day white person that knows nothing about this, he has the chance to repent and get into the kingdom to serve us Israelites. You hear me? So 1 Samuel 15, Agag is of Agag is of Amalek. Genesis 36 and 10. Eliphaz goes back to Edom. Esther 3 and 1. Esther 16 and 10. Macedonia, Amalek, or Edomite. Okay. First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1 talks about Kittim. Them going back to was it Greece? Okay. Alexander the Great was a very big historical focal point, right? Let's get that one out. Genesis 36 and 10, we just read that, okay? Who was a Timenian, all right? Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great. Who was Alexander the Great? What bloodline did he go under? Okay. Alexander the Great. Genesis 36 and 10. These are the names of Esau's sons. Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau, ruled the son of Bashab. Okay. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Verse 11, Genesis 36 and 11. So this is where you find Alexander the Great. Okay. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz. You hear me? So this is where your Alexander the Great comes into play. He was not a great in our history. He was a great in Esau's history, not ours. Just as you got these presidents. Okay. Let's put it like this. Stop calling Alexander the Great. We'll call him Alexander the Greek. Alexander the Greek. All right. Let's go to Ezekiel 36 and 5. Ezekiel 36 and 5. We're just tracing back the white man. Okay. Ezekiel 36 and 5. And it says right here, all right. This talks about the Idumeans. The Edomites take our lands. All right. Ezekiel 36 and 5. And it reads, therefore, thus said the Lord God, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possessions with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey. So the people who are in the land of Israel today are Gentiles, and they are from Idumea. Okay, they're Edomites. You understand me? Edomites. That's Luke 21, 21 through 24. All right. Ezekiel 36 and 5 precepts with Luke 21, 21, 21 to 24. All right. Um, Lamentations. Um, let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Lamentations 4:22. Lamentations 4:22. This is a small book. Lamentations. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Give me a sec, family. Trying to find this little book. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna go to my dictionary. I'm gonna need to go to the book of Ruth here shortly too. So give me a second. Oh, passed it. Find Lamentations. Right about. Where it go? Lamentations. Where'd you go? Hmm, it's taking longer than usual. Okay, okay, okay. Hold up. Lamentations 4 and 2. Okay, 4 and 22. Lamentations 4 and 22. This basically talks about 1174. 1174. Page 1174. 1174. 1174. Wow, this is taking way longer. Okay, it's after Jeremiah. Okay, good. All right, here we go. Sorry for the wait, fam. Lamentations 4 and 22. So this right here just shows you proof that this is going to be our last captivity, okay? That this right here that we're living in right now, Babylon, this is going to be our last captivity, okay? Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 22 just says, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. So the punishment of our iniquity is almost soon accomplished. O daughter of Zion, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. Daughter of Edom. What's the daughter of Edom? America, United States of America, Babylon. Okay. It says, he will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So this is why Kamala Harris needs to come into office, so that she can continue to promote more and more and more sin, so that the Most High can discover it and have judgment on this earth, this not this earth, but this country. You hear me? Yes, a lot of our people, Mexicans, blacks, Native Americans, a lot of people are the rebellious people. They're gonna get shut out too. They're gonna die. You understand me? If you don't repent, you're gonna die. And if you die in your sin, you're going straight to hell. You understand me? Straight to hell. So Jewish converts are not the seed of Jacob. Jeremiah 30 and 10. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 10. All right. Jeremiah 30:10, it says, therefore fear not, O my servant Jacob, said the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed, which the father carries, right? From the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return. What? From the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return. So Jacob, the southern kingdom of Judah, is going to return back over to where they came from. But us, we're going to be good, right? And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. All right. Jeremiah 23 and 8. Jeremiah 23 and 8. Jeremiah 23 and 8 says, but the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of thy house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries whither I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. All right? They shall dwell in their own land. All right, the next one I'm going to go to is the book of Ruth. Judges. Go to the book of Judges. I mean, Ruth, my bad. We're going to go to the book of Ruth, chapter 1, verse 22. The book of Ruth, chapter 1, verse 22. And it reads, so Naomi returned, and Ruth the Moabitess, her daughter-in-law, with her, which returned out of the country of Moab. And they came to Bethlehem in the beginning of barley harvest. Okay. So that right there just tells you that converts cannot be of the bloodline. The Jewish converts are not of the bloodline. All right. See, Colonimus family, Oncanius, a convert ties with the Hedonian family. 20,000 Edomites helped the Jews fight the Romans. And after the fall of the Jews, the Edomites became converts. Okay. Obadiah 1:18, Revelation 2:9-9 have historical and prophetic points. Okay. Acts 24:24, Drusilla, watered by dew by Jew daughter of Agrippa, the elder wife of Felix, the governor of Judea, a most licentious woman. Okay, it was just sex inside the family. And Nadia, she is not from the tribe of Judah. So Ioudaioios. She's not from the tribe of Judah. Okay. The book of Esther 8:17, Romans 9:4, more convert. So you cannot Romans chapter 9 verse 4. You cannot claim to be a convert if you're Jewish. You hear me? Romans 11:28, Galatians 4, the flesh. Okay, this just shows you more of the insights about the seed of what you call it, the seed of the Israelites. Okay, Malachi 1:3. Malachi 1:3 says, go to the book of Malachi, chapter 1. Malachi chapter 1, verses 3 and 4. It says, all right, I have hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Okay, it's talking about the top of Esau, Edom, right? Let me see. Y'all remember the movie The Dukes of Hazzard? Did you know that movie, The Dukes of Hazzard, is based off of it's based off Esau. So Esau is the Dukes of Hazzard. Okay, you remember the movie The Dukes of Hazzard? Let's go First Chronicles 1:43. First Chronicles 1:43. Okay. First Chronicles 1:43 says, all right, pay attention, all right? Now these are the kings that reign in the land of Edom. Before any excuse me, before any king reigned over the children of Israel, Bala, the son of Beor, and the name of his city was Dinah Bala. Okay. Look at verse 51. Hadad died also, and the dukes of Edom. What? The dukes of Edom were Duke Timla, Duke Aliyah, Duke Judith, Duke, and then just keep going. Duke, 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 Duke. Okay. These are the dukes of Edom. Okay. So that just shows you that the movie The Dukes of Hazard. Come on now, nobody wants to go near a hazardous sign, right? So nobody cares to go around the Dukes of Hazard. Okay, Esau. Genesis 36:15. Genesis 36:15. And it reads, okay, Genesis 36 and 15, it says, these were the dukes of the sons of Esau. These were the dukes of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn of Esau. Okay? So the reason why, and this is going to come out of the gospel, okay? This is the reason why the Jews left black and came back white. It is written in the gospels. You hear me? Go to the book of John, chapter 11, verse 48. John 11:48. John 11 and 48. Okay. So this is how the Jews left black and came back white. You hear me? This is written in the Gospels. John chapter 11 and verse 48. Okay. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him. And the Romans, what? And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation. Oh, bam. Jews left black and came back white. Highlight that one, family. That one right there just shows you that the Jews left black and came back white. All right. Let me see. Peace talks. First Kings 22 and 22, First Maccabees 7 and 10, Lamentations 5 and 2, Psalms 55 and 20, Job 20 and 5, Second Ezra 6 and 59, Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. All right. The Gentiles, Esau, the white man, is going to be he's going to serve us in the kingdom. The Chinese man is going to serve us in the kingdom. These Gentiles are going to serve us, and if they don't, they're going to be destroyed. Isaiah 60 and 12. All right. Daniel 7 and 27. All right. Jeremiah 12 and 14. All right. Jewish conversions, another historical point. I'm going to read this and call it good. You understand me? It says, Jewish conversions, time of the Maccabees. Okay. So when did the Jews leave black and come back white? You don't got this in your Bible because they took it out. They don't want you to know about it. You hear me? This period right here, the time of the Maccabees. You hear me? This is the time period of when the Jews left black and came back white. Okay? It says, the time of the Maccabees when they converted into Judaism. Idumeans, Edomites. That's why they don't want you to read the Apocrypha, the red book I just showed you. Greek and Romans into Jews. Uncalistic Idumeans became white Christians after the fall of the black Jews in 70 AD. The white Jewish stayed in the land by default. All right. So after the Romans, Idumeans built the wall around Jerusalem in 70 AD, they went in there and conquered. Okay, they went and conquered the southern kingdom. All right, the southern kingdom fled into the mountains, and then after they left, went down into Africa to blend in. Right, the Idumeans and the Romans stayed in Jerusalem. Then after that, history continues all the way to 1948, and that what talks about my last lesson of what we did. Okay, 1948 is the Bible prophecy. All right, uh, the 8th and the 11th century, where white people of Khazaria converted into Judaism, being pressured by the Roman Christians. So, like your Pope, okay, and also your Muslims. Oh, your Muslims got some do this too. Yes, they do. Psalms 83. All right. So Esau and Ishmael. You hear me? Esau and Ishmael. Okay. They were pressured. They were pressuring Esau to be going to make the religion Judaism and also to become Jewish. All right. The 8th and 11th century were white people of Khazaria converted into Judaism, being pressured by the Roman Christians and Muslims during the time of the Crusades, which was Khazaria. What? The times of the Crusades. Okay. So after they took a lot of our people into captivity, this is what the king said into the rest of uh, the black so-called Jews, okay? The melanated brothers, okay? So this is the one world government. One world order started right here in the time of Maccabees. It's not going on now. They're not going into a future. It's already going. We're already going through the one world order. You understand me? The one world order is not a future tense situation. It happened during the time of Maccabees, right? First Maccabees 1 and 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. Also, all the heathen agreed, okay, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yeah, many also other Israelites consented to his religion and sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. For the king has sent letters by messengers to Jerusalem and the cities of Judea, that they should follow the strange laws of the lands. Now you here in America, you have strange laws of the land. All right. And it says, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings into the temple, that they should profane the Sabbath and festival days, holidays. Like, so this is what Antiochus applied to when Constantine came in and mixed his paganism with Christianity. Okay, it's all right there in the book Maccabees. You understand me? Look, it says that they should profane the Sabbath and festival days. That they said that we shouldn't be keep. This is where Jeremiah 17:4 goes into. We lost our identity right after this. Okay, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Okay, what else were they doing in sacrifices? They set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, chapels of idols, chapels of idols, chapels and idols, chapels and idols. They set up chapels and idols. This is what the white man did to us. All right. And sacrificed swine's flesh, and unclean beast. They sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts. So this is why you be eating that nasty pork. Ooh, this was a very powerful lesson, family. Very powerful lesson. I know it took about 2.5 hours, but man, this was a very good lesson. You hear me? Very good lesson. I love you, family, and we'll talk to you soon. Much love. Hamitaki Api, YouTube. Hello, my relatives. Shalom. Have a good Sabbath. Hamitaki.